Hi everyone, I'm Alina. I'm the CEO of Etiquet. Maybe you will ask what is Etiquet. Etiquet is a startup to Strasbourg, and so I'm coming from Strasbourg, and we are helping companies to use and also to adopt AI through a tool, a sovereign tool, here made in France. And we are helping three solutions to against the shadow AI, to have actions against shadow AI, and also to think about the AI strategy when are going to use AI in a pilot project, and also for the technological and also for the developers and tech to how to manage and use this AI technology in a conformity and regulation and complex context. So today we are going to speak about money a little bit because when you are a manager, you are going to have a lot of questions on adopting AI. So if I told you that 95% of the AI projects are failure, you will see is not correct, Alina, because look around here, we have all AI and we are going to be all successful, yeah. But I didn't say that myself. It's MIT who is saying that in a recent report. And they are saying that all these projects is going to fail for two main reasons. And the first of this reason is that we are having this fear of missing out and missing out opportunities to invest, to use, and to adopt AI. And there is a lot of solution which are all really good technology, but we don't think when you are going to use or we are going to develop a solution, you are not thinking about the consequence and what are the risks and what is the responsibility around this. So we are going to adopt it fast, and because we want to be the first and we want to go forward, because our governments say to us that we have 20 years of gaps between US and France and Europe. So when you are saying that, I think everyone is saying, okay, what about me? If I'm still late with my product, with my technology, do I need to have today I have 6%, do I need to have 50 persons, data scientists, developers? Am I already late? So each time this question is coming and coming. So even if you are in different sectors or maybe different type of companies, big companies or startups, we have all these questions in mind. And also, we are doing all the same thing. We are going to invest in technology. We are going to invest a lot of money because technology and sovereignty is a kind of power. We are getting to people and to governments who is going to be the first. Yeah, we are speaking of AI or other technologies and innovation. So we are going to focus on that. But if you are going to ask questions about what is the return of investment you have since you are investing in and adopting AI, when you are going to ask your managers, they will say, well, now it's, for instance, it's zero, because we don't, we need to go faster. We will see that after. So the point is that we need to have a return of investment today. We need to measure and have a clear strategy of what we are going to measure. So, as always, when you are going to have strategic decisions in your company, you need to measure it. But now let's think about when you have strategic decision with the influence of AI, how we are going to do that. Because this is really already so complex to think about. So that's why MIT is saying that 95% of the AI pilot projects are failing. So, let's make that in a global context. You see that there are a lot of regulation. I mean, in the world right now, we are having 380 regulation on AI. Because as you see in Europe, we are going to centralize all in AI Act, of course, but in US, each federal state is having already his own regulation. Then I will not say, but Singapore and Canada and other states also are going to have an approach on new regulations. So they are working on China too. So the thing is that how we are going to think about the performance, make money, and have a return on investment with AI when the governments say to us, well, you are going to have an AI Act, and it's the regulation, and then it's going. And at the other side, our concurrent in US, they are decentralizing everything, and they say, well, go innovate, and then you need to go faster and be better than your concurrents. So, what is the approach? What we need to do? Well, what I can say is that maybe in Europe we have this regulation AI Act, which all, of course, you think you know already. But it's let's think about if will become also a factor who is going to make you unique, and you are going to use it. The constraint is going to become a successful factor for you. And you can use it actually to measure as a return of investment, as an advantage, concurrence advantage for you. So I had a lot of questions since today from companies when I'm visiting companies, but also when companies are calling me and they say, well, what is the best way to have the AI pilot and have value? And I think it's the wrong question. It's not the good question. The good question is what we need to optimize the measure we are doing now. Are the good metrics? Are the good reason? And what we need exactly to optimize to create value for our projects, AI projects. So as you see here, we will have consulting companies who are going to propose us metrics like that. And they are going to say, well, this is the financial, the hard ROI is the financial metrics. And you need to implement it monthly. And they're going to tell you so many metrics about how you will need to do it and why and exactly actually the thing. But what it's saying that this is the good way to do it. And I think that it's better to reflect the manners we are going to measure, because it's important to see what are the priorities of your AA project, AA pilot, to see what is the metrics you need to create. And I can tell you, you will be surprised, but the most appropriate environment where the companies are feeling the area is more important and more rapidly applied, and it's the startups. Because in the startups, you don't need, you have the environment to experiment, to iterate, and to measure, and to adapt on this measurement really quickly. And you don't have sophisticated management who is saying that you need to go this step and this step and this step. So more you let the creativity of your teams, because the knowledge is the key, more they are going to have a rapidly deliver ROI. So I think this is like a secret sauce, I would say, for the ROI today. To measure, one of the secret sauce, it will be the measure the creation of value, which is in the knowledge of the environment, more than measuring with the metrics of ROI that you see on the screen. Well, I will speak about how I'm doing myself in my company, because I'm doing that. It's been 2 years, and I'm implementing this, what I'm saying to you, because you will see, well, this is nice what she's saying, but I can show you how I'm doing that in my company. So in my company, I had this tool. And I take this tool, which is called AI Strategy, and it's for the managers like me. I wanted to implement AI in my product, so what I made? So I say, well, good, okay, how is it going to cost me? First question, and how is going to return on investment of what I'm doing? These are the button and thumb question I put for myself. And then I did what? I start my company to invest in persons and tools who are really quick results. So I engage with data scientists and developers who are more involved, not only data scientists, but I took more backgrounds like a person who made cognitive science with application in mathematics, or data scientist or with application on cognitive science. So this is the type of person I'm working on. I'm not having only developers or only simple data scientists. So because I wanted to have quick results, then I say, well, what are the new skills I need to have in my company? So I will, because when you are a startup, your focus is making money really fast, yeah? Because I want to invest and I want to have results really quick. So, but I think it's not the good point. So I think, well, what are the new skills I need to develop what I'm focusing on, my roadmap, my strategy, my product, so I can do that and have a return on investments. But you will see it's not like the metrics you saw. It's each 6 months I'm going to measure. No, the measuring of the ROI is taking time. So when you are investing in skills and knowledge, you need to let time and have time to measure it in a long term. Then I also, as everyone, I want to go fast, but it's not uh, doing that in one night is done. I mean, and again, it's taking time, so we need to do that. And I measure that, and I let my team to be creative and also to think what is the value on taking time on the creation of what they are doing. And also, we need to understand that the technology is a change, but also is like a change, people change. Well, it's a little bit philosophy what I say to you now, but I will show you. Maybe it's better. No, I will show you my tool, and I will show how we did that in the directly. So, well, this is a tool. Can I step here? Yes. Okay, so this is my platform, who is helping, I would say, the data scientists and developers to make automatic documentation for the AI pilot projects. So I'm going to map the use case, and then I'm going to measure the risk. I'm going to make the traceability and make the documentation. I help also the data scientists and also the developers to make it compliance with different frameworks. It can be the AI Act, it can be ISO 24001, whatever. It can be internal frameworks, because in pharmaceutical or in health and financial, you have different specific regulations, so they can have their own regulation. So, and make it governance on all these use cases. But what is important is what I say to you is this part. And this is what we map the use case, because this is really important before, of course, it's important the other things too, but what I want to see you is what I develop, what I say to you, the part in the tool. So here you have the description of the use case. In that case, it's a chatbot for HR team to help employees to have questions 24 hours on 24 and to respond all type of questions on HR. So what I mean is that we are taking into consideration the use case overview. So we are going to say who is going to address, what are the collaborates, and what are the person will be, what is the description of the process, internal process. So we are going to analyze actually what are the role or everyone in the process of this use case. And then, but we have also the business impact. And in this business impact, we can manage, of course, the internal KPI for the performance. So the KPI can be, I would say, as I say to you, metrics and measurements who can be creating value. So in this case, for example, we take in consideration the percentage of HR related to employees queries successful. So we can create, the tool can help you to create this type of metrics who will create value for your AA product. So we suggest them all these KPIs and also how can make business value on the AI use case. And also thinking about the technical, of course, technical consideration, the feasibility, but this is more regarding the scalability of the model and scalability of the risk and of risk is going to be with the use case, because in HR it will be high risk, and we're taking in consideration also we are on the mapping to, use case, we are taking in consideration also the process to identify the risk, just to mitigate there where is a problem and to create value again on your product. So I come back to my presentation, but if you want, I can explain again the tool after that. So the thing, what I say to you is exists. You believe me? I hope so. And what I want to tell you is that what you are going to measure is what you are going to get. So this is important because if you are going to make short time objectives with a short time, I would say you are going to miss efficiency, because when you are going to identify a use case, you are going to define a use case, you need to define a need. Then you are going to test, experiment, and then you are going to deploy. So when you are going to make the short objectives, you are going to miss the efficiency between the three, I would say, steps. And this is because you need to be more innovate, and also you need to measure this. And of course, you are going to have a lot of formula, metrics. If you are going to see, I don't know, companies, they are having their own frameworks and say, well, you apply this mathematical formula and you are going to calculate your ROI. But it's not true, because it depends a lot of things. I mean, to perform, you need you can go traditional way, but you also can innovate on that, and you say, well, I told you about the knowledge, and the knowledge of the people, the team you are working on, with the clients you are working on, is from collaboration, for partnerships, and also for to transfer this knowledge from ones to others. And this is what is important when you are going to measure that. It's important, and is no mathematic formula for that. You need to measure that on how what knowledge is going to give me my partner or my collaborate my team. And so you need to invest actually in the people who is going to give you value. And when you are a company, the first and more quickly ROI you will going to have is the value that your team is going to create it, and the knowledge they are going to have. And here you have an example about the managers. When you are evaluating your manager, say how much money did you make this year? But maybe what is important is, are you did you produce and you are productive and happy of what you produce as a money today or this year? This is more important. And if you are tracking all these, what are the progress? Okay, we were faster and better, but which skills we made that, and what are the skills we used to be faster and better? As I said earlier, maybe the metrics are wrong. and we are focusing on what is the budget, if you are better and faster than the concurrence, or maybe if you are going to say to your teams, well, don't use ChatGPT because it's a problem. You're about shadow AI. Of course, we need to protect because it's our accountability as a manager to protect our intellectual property, to protect the data of our clients. But instead of that, maybe you should say, okay, well, you can use AI tools, but this is the way you're going to do it. And there is this etiquette firewall existing, and he's helping you to be against the AI shadow. Is going to help you to anonymize the data, and is going to give you solution on doing using AI tools. So I think the solution exists, and I don't think that forbidden AI tools to your team is going to be successful, because it's going to you measure them to be faster and to be better. So you need to be in accordance with what you are doing and the decision you are taking. So what I'm saying is that you need to take that a long-term strategy, and to measure it at a long term, and not making like each 6 months. You're going to demand to ask whatever consulting enterprise you want. They say, well, each 6 months you need to measure. You need to measure your ROI, and I think it's not the best strategy. I'm doing that. It's been 2 years, and it's better to not focusing, because you are going to lack the efficiency in your company, and you need to let the time actually to measure the ROI. So thank you for your question, for your attention. And if you have any question, I will be glad to go forward with that. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any question? No one? One. Before the cocktail.
Thank you for your presentation. Have you observed some differences in terms of mindset with technical and non-technical management, top management?
Yes, of course. Well, for the tech, actually, it helped them to understand what are the base of a use case, what is the expectation actually from them, to make the map of a use case. And also for the managers, which are not tech, they don't understand what are the priorities, and they are going to help them to see what are the priority in making decisions. And this is the two main I saw actually in the environment of the using this type of metrics. Yeah. Thank you.